But another one, if you're not into French cuisine, would be 𝗏𝗚, 𝗏𝗚. We'll put that in the notes as well. This was another lit experience. DJ was spinning, very cute ambiance, like an Instagrammable type of restaurant.
Yep. Y'all be sleeping on Paris. Like, stop reading and listening to everything that people say.
Can't be lying.
People are talking about graffiti and talking about the Eiffel Tower.
It's a city.
Child, no. Understand what your assignment is when you go to these cities. If your assignment is to indulge in food, Black-owned food, good food.
If your assignment is to go to places and to dissect them based upon the flaws of the place, please stay home.
Stay home.
Like,
we don't need that.
Especially coming from Philly. I'm like, dude, you could go to everywhere and be like, this is a flaw, this is a flaw. Like, did you come here to do that? You here for 5 days and you looking for graffiti? Get out. If you don't do something else with your time, you could stay home.
Child, please.
You came here to complain.
Go away.
Annoying us. But sorry, me and my homegirls.
Yes.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all. Hey. Welcome to another episode of Travel
Fly
Sexy. I'm your co-host, Natasha Wilson, owner of Travel Goddess International.
And I am your co-host, sincerely, Jasmine, owner of Boss Babes Love Brunch.
Period. So today's episode is going to be Jasmine's favorite thing in the world.
All over the world.
All over the world. We are talking dining experiences that you need to add to your list abroad.
Yes.
All right. So stick around because we are going from Europe to Caribbean to Mexico, back to the States, and telling you where you need to be to get the tea and the food.
Yes.
But of course, before we jump into it, a little bit of goddess mail from our inbox to yours. Take us away, Jazz.
Y'all.
This
week irked me. So there was a video of a gentleman, and I'm assuming this is while the plane hasn't taken off yet. And I've experienced this. So once you're done boarding, sometimes you might have to sit on the strip for a little bit before you take off. This guy was having a full-blown conversation on the phone. And not even like, oh yeah, I'm on, we're about to take off. But like, yeah, when I touch down, I know all the promoters. I got sections, bottles, all that. You gonna be good with me, my mom. Like
literally, that's what he was saying.
Sir. You gonna be good with me, my mom. It's crazy.
Flexing so hard.
Like he pulled everything out the bag. Oh, I know them. I know this. I got this. I got that.
Oh, the seat's gonna be on. Like you ain't gotta worry about it. They're not even sitting on the floor. These real. Where I'm gonna have you is the real floor.
Now that was the tea.
That was the cat.
He was in the back of the plane. So the person recording it like, we're in the back of the plane, and he's sitting here talking about all this flex. Like I hope the seats that's in the section or the club ain't like these seats because it's giving nosebleeds.
The person recording the video is low-key the GOAT right now.
He's hilarious.
Because he put this man out there. But in the video
he put himself out there.
He did, for sure. But the guy recording it was so like strategic in the way that he compiled the video, the recap, and I loved it. It was so just like dry humor, but also like, y'all see this, right?
This is happening.
Like, this is happening. And Bull was like, low-key so corny. And just
high key.
Oh, he just was capping the pod, capping. And I was like, sir, you gotta stop. Like, be quiet.
Please. It just made me realize, like, and what are your thoughts on people having conversations on the phone, like as soon as you land or before you take off?
Be quiet. Like,
we're in a confined space.
Like everybody can hear your conversation. So there's two things when like you on the phone on the plane. Number one, I have taken a call, but it's like to tell you I'm on the plane and I'll give you a call back. But also you can barely hear because of just the natural sounds of the plane, the engine's going, the air conditioning is blasting. Like you can't really hear, and people can't really hear you. Exactly. So like I've sent like voice texts on the plane, and when I listen to them back, I'm like, this is terrible.
And that service, I feel like out of the airport, you're not on the Wi-Fi anymore. You're in that like limbo service area where it's like technically not airplane mode yet, but like,
and
just shoot a text.
He was actually on FaceTime. Like when the guy panned over, it was a FaceTime call, which to your point about the quality of the call, it definitely was fuzzy. So you just doing the most for the least for the most for no reason.
Doing the most, like, please. Just mind your manners on the plane, y'all. Like, and they tell you once they start giving the instructions and the flight attendants start giving their policy warnings and stuff, they're like, you know, turn your phone down. I think that it's the same with the conversations.
Keep them to a minimum.
Keep it to a minimum, you know?
Especially if you capping. Like, come on. You just capping to be capping.
Y'all, he was
Captain America.
Like, he was really in his bag.
Like, sir.
I wasn't even on the plane. I was annoyed. I'm like, sir, please.
He had a heavy New York accent. It was just like a whole thing.
Yeah,
like,
so be quiet. Treat the plane like the library.
Like the library. Good point. Treat the plane like the library.
Similar.
Oh man, I'm gonna move on, but I'm really just trying to think if I would have said anything to that guy or not.
What
or
do
just
you
like,
say?
or just like keep giving him like a dirty look or something.
But people like that don't care.
I know. That's why I'm like, is it even worth it? That's a tricky one because I'm just like,
Everybody shouldn't
I'm
fly.
trying to mind my business, but sometimes it's like, read the room.
Read the room, especially on an airplane. A lot of people do not be reading the room. Like, please.
We gotta do an
Please.
episode on
It's hundreds
airplane
of
etiquette.
us. Yeah, we really do.
Lord, nevertheless, I guess with the airplanes, it's a gift and a curse because
Absolutely.
you need them to get to where you want to go.
But it's other people there, unfortunately,
Oh,
until we're
Lord.
private.
Until we private. Come on, speak it into existence. But we do take airplanes to get to dining experiences that we love around the globe. So it's time to
I
jump
will
into
fly
it.
for food.
We'll fly for food.
Absolutely.
We need a shirt.
Will fly for food. Absolutely.
So we are going to jump into some destinations around the globe that Jasmine and I have both visited and had exceptional dining experiences that we feel like you should add to your list.
Yes.
And now if you've gone back to previous episodes, you might have heard some of these, but we're going to really break them down. So that way you can understand why you need to be there tomorrow. Okay?
Yeah.
Got to figure out how to get this money by tomorrow.
Period. Get this food by tomorrow.
Gotta get this food by tomorrow. So let's jump right into our first destination, which is really needs no introduction on food, but Italy.
This like one of my favorite places for food.
Exactly.
Like the correlation between my trip to Italy was like some of the best food experiences I had. It's like Italy equals great food.
Period. Like that's it.
Yeah. Don't let
Why?
anyone tell you otherwise.
Please don't. Like go to places for yourself and make your own like what is it? Have your own thoughts and processes on how you feel about
especially with food because
stuff.
everybody's taste buds are so different. So you can love something and I could be like 0 out of 10. So give it a try for yourself. But I would say the Italian cuisine is like Italian's my number one.
Yeah, you
so
love
that's
Italian
like
food.
Pasta, like pizza, real pizza. Like not pizza, but real pizza.
Not Papa John's.
Yeah, not Domino's, not Pizza Hut, not even no shade, not no Chicago.
Chicago deep dish?
Real pizza.
Like a New York slice.
Italian pizza that like an Italian man made the brick oven and had it in his family for decades.
Fair
that type
enough.
of pizza, yes.
Fair enough.
So I'll start there. I had the best pizza in my life out of a brick oven in a small shop in Milan. We stood in line in the rain. There's a line out of the door, and like a very tiny shop with just one man, one brick oven, just making all the pizzas, popping them in. You get it, come out, you leave, you pay, so on and so forth.
Wow.
Best pizza I've had in my life.
Not one man.
One man in his oven.
One man in his oven. That's
In
a
his
book.
hands.
In his hands.
He did that.
That's so dope though, because especially like in a city like Milan, where I feel like when you think of Milan, you don't always think of the food.
Yeah.
You think of the
and then
shopping.
you also think big, gaudy, high fashion. So you're probably like, oh, Milan, I'll go to like a fancy restaurant. But it was nice to actually be able to try someone local. And from what we heard, it was like the best pizza in Milan. So they're like, he has been here for years. People, like, again, like I said, we stood in line in the rain.
Wow.
Because people were like, no, wait.
You need to get it.
You have to get it. Yeah. It was so good.
And then it was
it was just regular margarita pizza. Like, it was nothing fancy, but it was the best pizza ever.
But he did that.
He did that.
It was in the dough and the sauce.
Well worth the wait and the flight.
Well worth the wait and the flight. Was that your first stop?
That was actually our last stop. Okay. Milan was our last flight. Yep. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. When I was in Italy, oh yes. All right. I feel like we know the names of these places that we could probably put them in the show notes.
Exactly.
But so my trip to Italy was actually a solo trip.
Oh wow.
I know. And I stumbled upon this super awesome just restaurant in the neighborhood of where I was staying in my hotel. I feel like I tagged it, so I can go back and I'll find it.
Yeah, we'll find these
in the
names.
show notes. But yes, the food was incredible. Like, and that was also the first time I think I had like a Chianti wine, and I was like, oh, what have I been missing?
The wine in Italy.
Yes, but in addition to the food, I just loved like the family feel of this restaurant, and it was like a decent sized restaurant, but everybody just felt like they loved you and they knew you.
Did they have those red and white tablecloths?
Yes.
It's such a signature.
Yes. So much so that I went back like the last night of my trip because I was like, I need to experience this food again, but also just the service and the wine. Like,
yes.
Oh my gosh. I forget, what did I have? I think I had obviously pasta.
A must.
Right. But it was like, I forget the name of the dish, but it basically just had, crab in it, shrimp in it with spicy, I guess it's like a Diablo sauce type of thing. Oh my gosh.
That sounds amazing.
Now. But it's just like everything, every morsel in Italy.
You're going to finish the plate. Like,
you're going to scrape the plate.
You're going to scrape the plate. Absolutely.
And then probably ask to meet the chef. Like,
and their portions are great, which I will say, like, Italians have amazing food, but they eat in perfect size portions because they know that their food is very, very heavily carb loaded. I love carbs, so that's my thing. We got the bread, we got the pasta, we got the pizza. Give it all to me.
Yeah.
But their portions, like their pizzas are not like a huge, large pizza or extra large pizza that you can get here, like at like a local pizza shop. It's like a personal size, or if you're like maybe one or two people. The pasta servings are doable. It's not, I don't think I took anything to go. I take everything to go.
Right. No, you can finish.
Yeah.
You can finish your food. But I also think part of that is just our food is packed with preservatives. Sometimes that stuff just be like, ugh.
It weigh you down.
Yeah. And so you're in Italy and you're eating and you're like, wow, I just finished a whole plate of pasta, but it's so fresh. They made it when you ordered it. Yes. And so there is no extra. So you can feel like, oh, I ate a full plate of pasta, but I don't feel like I'm ready to lay over and keel over and I
don't need to go to sleep.
Yeah, like so that's a cool thing too. Like in a lot of those European countries, like your food's fresh.
Yeah. Speaking of fresh, we had, and we'll find these names because I cannot think of the name of the restaurant. But before we did the gondola ride in Venice, we had lunch by the water, fresh lobster. So good.
Venice is a gem of a destination.
Yeah. Get to Venice now.
I was going to say, also, Venice is sinking.
Yeah. So if you want that lobster, and the gelato is amazing in Venice as well. I mean, Italy everywhere. Get to Venice now before it's gone.
Because that Joan is going.
Yes. So Italy is number one on my dining list.
I'm trying to think if there's anywhere else. I mean, I obviously went to a bunch of places, but just like to specify. Yeah, when you said gelato, that made me think of this little gelato shop. Again, I'll find the name and put it in the show notes. That was near the Parthenon in like a little alley. So that's the other thing. When you're in Italy or just some of these places in Europe, walk. Please walk, because you will stumble upon pizza shops, gelato shops, and these different restaurants and bakeries and cafes that you probably won't see on a car because cars don't ride down these little small streets. And they're, cobblestone and whatever the case might be, but they're behind all of the different tourist attractions.
Yes.
And they're just going to give you like a mouthwatering experience.
Those are the ones, like those hidden gems in the cut. Like I will tell you, the gelato, the pizza, the pasta I found in Florence, in the cut, all of these places. And also while you're in Italy, add the bottle of wine.
Please.
Now, when you're here, you're like, I'll just do a glass. Who wants to spend $200? $6. $12. Like, add the bottle of wine. And it's you deserve it.
Yes, you deserve it.
Add the bottle of wine to your dinner. Or lunch or breakfast.
Yes. Or all.
$6 USD. Like,
so inexpensive, yet way better than what we would have here.
Like this is the wine.
Yes,
like
that's what they do.
This is what they do. So to them, they're like, oh no, you can have that for free.
Yes.
That's extra. We got way better things.
Yes.
I'm like, I will take it.
So definitely add Italy to your culinary list because you really can't go wrong.
No. Delicious.
I can't wait to go back.
I'm ready to go back.
I know. I'm like, oh my goodness, I have to. Because like the funny part is like, Jasmine and I know the show is new, but we've been traveling for years. So like some of these destinations we visited before we had certain knowledge and certain expertise or just certain ways that we wanted to travel. So like, it's like, we definitely need to go back to Italy. Like that was years ago. But
my Italy trip was like all just like luck of the draw. Like all just hidden gems, just walking up to places and just saying like, oh, or people suggesting, oh, go up the block. We didn't do any research. Like we didn't have no idea what I wanted to do. We just went with it and everything was amazing.
I was going to say, but that also yielded a fantastic trip.
Absolutely. So we will drop some of those hidden gems in the notes for you guys.
Now, moving on to one of my favorite destinations because duh.
Y'all know we love Mexico.
Y'all already know. Like at this point, we just need dual citizenship.
Mexico sponsor TFS.
Please, visit Mexico.
What's up?
What's good? Nevertheless, the gyms, the restaurants, the restaurant groups.
Yes, they do it big.
This part of the reason why we keep going back.
No, seriously.
Like
it's a different experience
every time. Like the resorts are great. The people are cool. The beaches are bomb. But that food be hitting different every time.
Different style, different experience. Like they don't play. Like
love it there.
We love a good dining experience. Now with Italy, we're speaking more like locally cute, little quaint family style type of vibes. Cancun, Mexico is giving you. We like the party.
We like the party.
Sparklers, like standing on a table. Like I'm not exaggerating.
Like it's like
breaking glasses, breaking plates,
saxophones, violins. Everybody's into it.
Live DJs at dinner is lit.
Like if you're not lit, something's wrong with you.
Yeah, don't go.
They gonna look at you like, what's going on?
Oh no, they're gonna give you a shot, give you a sparkler, and make you stand up. Yes, stand on the table. We gonna get you turned up.
You need to get with the program. But in addition to the experiences, the food be matching the experience.
Yes.
One of my favorite dining experiences in like the Cancun area, and there's also a second restaurant in the Playa del Carmen area, is 𝗪𝗓's. 𝗪𝗓's is a part of the Anderson Group, which has a lot of restaurants all throughout from Cancun to Tulum area.
An experience.
Oh my gosh. And the food. Like Jasmine just talked about the experiences that add to your food. But the freaking food. Like, why is this so good?
Oh my gosh.
I don't understand.
That lobster bisque. What? That lobster bisque, the presentation, like, and that's just soup, y'all.
Right.
That's just soup.
Everything.
It was so good. Best lobster bisque I had in my life.
Everything. Oh my gosh. I just literally, if you decide to go to Mexico and you just want to go to Mexico and go on a food tour, like
𝗪𝗓's has to be on there.
Yes. Like I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. 𝗪𝗓's has to be on this list.
Yes.
And specifically the one in Cancun, because of the like waterfront seating, the outdoor space.
Yeah, we sat like
pier.
literally on the water. It was so nice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then the food was bomb.
They make tableside ice cream. Like, it's really some things you just have to go and see.
And it was good. So
like,
good.
Made ice cream at your table. Come on. You got to see that for yourself.
Oh my gosh, Harry's.
They also have like a tableside bar service.
Yep.
So they'll make your cocktail.
They make the cocktail. Harry's, you win.
Yeah.
Oh,
and the food was crazy.
and they have hookah.
And you get free cotton candy with your check.
Yes.
That's the gag.
Lord, I love that food. I can't wait to go back.
Yeah, Harry's is a great one. So add that to your Mexico list for sure.
Where else?
One of my best dining experiences in Cancun would have been Rosa Negra. Now, what is the group that Rosa Negra is a part of? We'll mention it in the show notes.
I think it is.
Is it the same
Rosa
group?
No,
Oh,
it's not.
yes, it's the Rosa group.
Yes,
it is the Rosa Negra group.
Yeah.
Exactly. So Rosa Negra has a few locations there in Cancun. I think they're also in Tulum. Great experience. We went for my friend's birthday. They come around with bottles of liquor, pouring shots in your mouth. They give sparklers. Everybody's standing up, and it's literally like the club.
Yeah, but you at a
which
restaurant.
is awesome because it's like you get this super litness, the drinks, the street shots, awesome. But the food and the price point for this experience, they had fireworks, they had dancers. The food was so good. I can't recall exactly what we had. We had an array of things off the menu, but we all got an appetizer and an entree, if I'm not mistaken, and a cocktail, and things were under like maybe $65 to like $80 USD per person. And again, it comes with this full experience that you would just pay to go to the club. To eat, or to go exactly. This is a mission you would pay to get this type of experience. It was fireworks, it was shots, it was sparklers, it was free dessert. They have champagne in the bathroom. I almost forgot.
What? See, I still haven't been to Rosa Negra. Is that in Cancun?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
They have
crazy.
a lady, and I'm sure a gentleman in the men's bathroom pouring glasses of champagne when you come out of the bathroom.
Like, no,
while
I
you're
don't need to
washing your
I don't need a wet
hand.
towel. I need champagne.
They pass you champagne. I forgot about that. I was lit. Y'all know I was lit in there.
Okay.
Champagne in the bathroom,
Yeah.
like free shots, like it. And the price point was like, I would have been willing to pay way double
Yeah.
for this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Champagne in the bathroom. You already know I'm a champagne
I ain't
bottle.
never seen that before.
And I ain't never seen that.
Never seen that. Never seen that before.
Oh, goodness.
Rosa Negra.
And that's also in Cancun.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then, because honestly, we've had so many dining experiences
In Mexico.
In Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
Lord Jesus, but we can't complete this list without Canaan.
Oh, yeah.
Canaan.
I was thinking about that food the other day.
Oh my gosh.
That's the best food.
See? Like, speaks for itself. If you go back to episode 1, we talked all about Canaan.
Yes.
Full deep dive. But again, an experience with a culinary masterpiece.
Yes.
Oh,
Another
Canaan.
great price point.
Yes.
Another great price point where we just had to keep eating to even spend our credit.
Spend our credit, right.
Which was like 120, 150
per person.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we had appetizers, entree, desserts, drinks.
Drinks.
Yeah.
Shots. Like,
And
then
we
we're
still
up in this
had-
nest that's overlooking the chow.
It was, oh my God. Go back to episode 1 and get
Please.
the full dive of Canaan, but add Canaan to your list.
You
that is in
must.
Tulum. So if you're in Mexico, that is in Tulum. Even if you're not staying in Tulum, take that little ride over to Tulum.
Yeah. Like
and,
if you
and go.
Yeah, because I think if you're staying in Cancun, it's a little bit of a ways. But if you're staying in like Riviera Maya or Playa del Carmen, it's probably about 50 minutes to Tulum. And obviously, if you're staying in Tulum-ish area or nearby, it's going to be closer. But it is 100% worth it. 100% worth Canaan.
Absolutely.
Lord Jesus, those mashed potatoes.
Those mashed potatoes. I was thinking about that stuffed chicken the other day. I was like, should I make that? But I can't make it like Canaan.
Like, it was
So I didn't even attempt to make it. I'm just going to have to go back to Mexico for that stuffed chicken
my
and
goodness.
mash. It was so good. So get that when you go.
Lord.
Speaking of taboo, excuse me, speaking of Tulum, obviously taboo, which is the star of Tulum. If you know Tulum, you know taboo.
Yeah.
So taboo is a beach club, which we went for daytime. Lunch is awesome. But their dinner experience is very similar to Rosa Negra, where it is, Rosa Negra and Harry's, where it's a full-blown experience.
Right.
You get the fireworks, you get the sparklers, you get the DJ spinning all night.
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I was lit in there too.
Jasmine be lit.
Yeah. That's why I don't take shots. Like, shots equals standing on tables, apparently, and twerking on top of chairs. Like, what are you doing? You are at dinner.
At dinner, but they encourage it.
Like they made me do it.
They made her do it. They sure did. They made her do it.
They made me get on. I swear, I got a video. The man made me get on that chair. He's like, if you want to dance down here, dance up there. I'm like, y'all want me to step on the furniture? Don't gotta tell me twice.
Step on the furniture. Black moms be like,
right? Like, you don't. If my mom saw that video, okay. Not you went to dinner
and you stood
on the chair and was twerking. What are you doing? Embarrassing me in other countries. She won't find out.
Oh, goodness. I love it. But yeah, the taboo experiences.
Yes, it's a good time.
Whether it be day or night, it's a vibe.
Absolutely.
In addition to the food and the culinary experience being something you need to add to
those
your list.
stuffed peppers.
The stuffed peppers. Order the stuffed peppers.
Yeah. They give you like one or two as a free app, but just order them because you need more than that.
Right. Like, come through with the free app.
Free
Hello.
food.
It's not just bread.
I forgot about it, honestly, because
Right.
I had placed my order. I'm like, I forgot they give us some little snacks.
Child, they doing it. They doing it.
Yeah.
In Mexico.
Mexico's dining experiences are 10 out of 10 everywhere I've been, whether locally or like of these larger groups. 10 out of 10.
Right. I love that. And we love a good dining experience.
Yes.
So that was like top tier. Now, of course, we can't talk about dining experiences without talking about patty.
The creme de la creme.
Now, if you don't like French food, that's okay. You don't have to like French food to enjoy French or to enjoy food in Paris. So,
Absolutely.
so still listen up because they have other food, okay?
I need to make this Paris itinerary because all
Yes,
the
because
things
your
that are
Paris
coming to my
itinerary-
brain right now are, I'm like, I can name at least like 4 different great dining experiences. Because I was going to just talk about the like popular trendy ones, and then I'm like, wait, now that you say if you don't like French food, I got a perfect
you
one
went
for
to
y'all.
like a chicken and waffle place
I
or
got
something
2
like
more.
yes.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
It
Paris
could just be
itinerary
focused
coming soon because
on
food.
food.
Yeah, literally.
Yes. Yeah,
Paris. Well, I like French cuisine personally. That's my number 2. So it's Italian, French. I don't know what's
technically seafood is not a cuisine, but seafood.
Yeah, seafood up there.
Maybe that's what I'll get today. Sorry.
We hungry too. So why are we hungry talking about dining experiences?
Drawling.
This was not the best idea. We should have did this at a restaurant because we are hungry.
Big facts, but here we are.
Talk about the best food we ate. Mouth watering, like trying to get through this episode.
Right.
All right.
Food in Paris.
Paris. Oh, it's so hard. I don't know who to start with. We'll start with the chicken and waffles.
Because I was stalking Jasmine's
I
story.
cannot think of the name. I'm drawing a blank. Dang. It's a super popular place.
I know.
It's black owned.
It's black owned, and they don't take reservations.
They do not take reservations. I was in Paris by myself. Still can't believe I went to Paris by myself.
You did, and you did that.
Very bold move.
Period.
Shout out to TGI travel deal because what? Under $500? Crazy. We also have a travel deal right now. If you want to go to Paris for $600, it is doable, and I'll have an itinerary for you.
Period.
So I can't think of the name. It'll be in the notes. Chicken and waffles, black owned. Again, you couldn't make a reservation, so it was a lightweight. It was so good.
Yeah.
Chicken and waffles in like soul food. I mean, it's technically dubbed a soul food restaurant. And then I was looking for black owned or soul food, well, both to support while in Paris. And I was like,
Yeah.
This the one.
Yep.
The chicken was great. The waffles were good. They had mac and cheese. They had grape Kool-Aid. I said, oh, these my people.
Period.
And this was one of my first stops. So I was like, oh, I'm comfortable. Like, that made my trip because I just was like, we got chicken, we got waffles, we got grape Kool-Aid. It's really a vibe.
Yes.
So that is definitely a must-do in your Paris stop.
And we'll put the name of the place in the show notes.
I'm so sad that it's drawing a blank.
I'm going to say, I know it as well, and I cannot think of the name right now.
Yeah. But another one, if you're not into French cuisine, would be 𝗏𝗏, DAIYA. We'll put that in the notes as well. This was another lit experience. DJ was spinning, very cute ambiance, like an Instagrammable type of restaurant.
Y'all be sleeping on Paris. Like, stop reading and listening to everything that people say.
Can't be lying.
People are just talking about graffiti and talking about, oh, the Eiffel Tower
is
blah, blah. Child, no. Understand what your assignment is when you go to these cities. If your assignment is to indulge in food, Black-owned food, good food.
If your assignment is to go to places and to dissect them based upon the flaws of the place, please stay home.
Stay home.
Like,
we don't need that.
Especially coming from Philly. I'm like, dude, you could go to everywhere and be like, this is a flaw, this is a flaw. Like, did you come here to do that? You here for 5 days and you looking for graffiti? Get out. If you don't do something else with your time, you gotta stay home.
Child, please.
You came here to complain.
Go away.
Annoying us. Upsetting me and my homegirls.
Yes.
So 𝗏𝗏 was great. They also had tableside service. So I had got like these like prawns that they came over and like flamed, and it was this whole big thing.
Don't worry about graffiti.
I had like salmon skewers and all this stuff, and it was a DJ, and I was in my vibe, and y'all know me, like I don't care about myself, I'm lit, so I'm sitting there recording myself, like I had a good time. And it's definitely a great like pre-game spot if you want to, go somewhere else, like hit like a lounge or something after. It's a great spot to get dinner and kind of start your night off. But yeah, that experience was great because I wasn't expecting like the whole like Instagrammable vibe where it was like the skewers had like smoke come out and the cocktails had like smoke shows and everything, and then the fire show. I was like, this is dope. Yep. And again, great prices. The price in Paris was good.
And when I was in Paris, child, I gotta go back because clearly I can't remember. But but my one thing that I enjoyed so much in Paris were the cafes.
Yes.
I stopped at every cafe that I could and just took in the scenery, like with my little cappuccino or espresso. It was just like, I'm really in Paris.
It's like being in a movie. Like Paris is your eat, pray, love moment.
Yes. I loved it. And there was this one cafe that I stopped at that was like with a perfect view of the Eiffel Tower.
Yes.
And I just was like, Paris, y'all did that.
This is happening.
This is happening. I am here.
Yeah.
Like,
and there's so many great cafes around those.
So many great cafes.
Those staple places, like, the Eiffel Tower, the museums, like, so that way you can kind of kill two birds with one stone. Or even if you just want to sightsee and just people watch and sit by a cafe that's near the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, I definitely think, like, obviously, we could name cafes upon cafes, but you literally just can stop at one and I guarantee you'll have a good experience.
Yeah.
Like, I almost want to say they're all created equal. The difference is going to be maybe the aesthetic. But the vibe, the actual coffee, if that's what you're into.
Oh my gosh.
Delicious.
Yes. Everywhere the coffee was so good.
Exactly.
Y'all know I love me some coffee.
Yes.
Like, what? Like the espresso, lattes, cappuccinos, everything.
Ciao. And then you're just looking out, seeing the hustling, bustling people, European cars going by, and you're like, in a moment. It's a moment. Yeah. So please take the time to have that moment.
I love my cafe moment.
Yes.
I was like, this is happening. And I was almost late for my reservation to
enjoying your cafe moment.
Lunch at the Eiffel Tower.
So tell us about the lunch at the Eiffel Tower.
So if you don't know, again, the name is slipping me. It will be in the show notes. There is a restaurant in the Eiffel Tower. So they do lunch and dinner. I stopped by for lunch, which was $100, including, I think, champagne and wine. It was 2 glasses. Obviously, we're going to opt for the wine and champagne. But I think it was maybe like $80 for the lunch without or something like that. I'll also put the link in here. So if you're going to Paris and you're interested in booking this lunch experience or dinner experience, you'll have the direct link because I'm sure it's probably different prices. And I would not suggest just pulling up to the Eiffel Tower. I don't even think you can without a reservation.
I would not suggest just pulling up
just
to
like,
the
hey,
Eiffel
I'm here.
Tower.
It's like,
They're going to say, yeah, you and everybody else.
Yeah, and it's an entire thing because you have to you show your ticket and then you have to get access to the elevator and then you go stand in line over here. And I didn't even know there was an elevator in the Eiffel Tower. I booked lunch like, what is about to happen?
Like, how am I getting up here?
What is about to happen? Like, I just had no idea. I honestly assumed there was a restaurant near, if not like right next, like how you said the cafe was in the sight of. I thought it was like, oh, okay, we have our own restaurant that is like the perfect angle of it.
Got you.
But no, it was actually inside of the Eiffel Tower. Scary as hell.
Not scary.
Cause that thing old. That joint been there for a little while. So it's an elevator that takes you up, and you're like, wow, I'm really in this like metal structure.
Wow.
About to go up and dine. And it happened to be raining that day, so I'm like, it's slippery up here.
Oh God.
But the dining experience was so great. 3 courses. Again, it came with a glass of white wine and a glass of champagne. The service was impeccable. They take pictures of you if you like to purchase photos. Obviously, you know I did. It was a great experience.
Yeah.
So I definitely suggest getting lunch in the Eiffel Tower. Like I said, I booked it and still didn't know what to expect. I'm like, oh, it's really in the Eiffel Tower. Do not take the steps. I took the steps down. I was tipsy. I tried it.
Why would you take the steps?
I really cracked myself up.
You're crazy.
I said, I want to see this place.
Yeah, that's a drunk mind talking. Because what?
Walking down the Eiffel Tower is crazy. Like, why did I do that? But I can say that I did it. I can say that I walked down the Eiffel Tower from the top down. And I will never do that again.
Insanity. Like,
I'll be tripping when the wine kick in. I'm like, whatever.
I cannot. Oh,
but
my
that
goodness.
added to the experience too.
I didn't know you did that.
Yeah.
I knew that you went up there.
I
did
got
not
video.
know you walked
I
back
was
down.
like, this isn't as aesthetically pleasing as I thought it would be, and I'm scared. Gonna stop recording now.
Oh,
Mind you, it was raining, so the steps was wet.
I'm so glad you're here to tell this story. You survived.
Crazy girl.
Oh, goodness. And then last with Paris, you did the river cruise.
Yes.
Can't
which
forget
was
that.
so good. The dinner cruise was amazing. Definitely a must do. This also was a very reasonable price.
Clearly, Jasmine's Paris experience was way better than mine. I also was only in Paris for like overnight on my way to, where was I going? Brussels.
I planned a solo trip, so I said I'm doing the most.
Everything.
Like, I am doing everything. Like, I was so tired. Like, I didn't have a moment to breathe. Like, I jam-packed it, but it was so worth it. Because I'm like, when the next time I'll be in Paris?
Yeah. And you did that. Like, I was talking the story.
Yes.
I was like, yes, sis. And
dinner
then
cruise.
she just didn't stop. Then she just stopped posting, but that's okay. She gave us the recaps
I
after
was
the
like,
fact.
I gotta get home. Sorry, y'all. That time, it was like throwing me off. I'm like, I'm safe. It's okay. Talk to y'all later. But the recaps, and I am going to give y'all itinerary because Paris was great.
You did that.
The cruise also 3 courses, appetizer, entree, dessert. I believe I had my own bottle of wine. Another drunk experience.
You did. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So obviously these are experiences meant for 2 most of the time. But I had a bottle of wine by myself. My server was great. So yeah, we'll drop all of the names and the links for the Paris experience, and hopefully by this episode, maybe an itinerary.
That would be great. But yeah,
We'll see.
clearly, stop listening to people telling you not to go to Paris.
Yeah, they
about graffiti.
tripping.
They're tripping. The food is fooding. The vibes are vibing. And it's a need to go destination on everyone's bucket list.
Yeah, no, it's
Like, stop.
an amazing experience. You have to do Paris, like. And
I'm
like
ready
we
to go
said,
back.
even if you don't like French cuisine, you're still going to get a great dining experience.
Patty. Last but not least, we're coming back to the United States because
My fave.
we got good places here too. We actually have a lot of good places.
We
We
do.
only going to talk about one destination, but y'all have heard us talk about so many others over the course of
Yeah.
TFS. So the dining experiences outside be outsiding.
Miami,
because come on.
Because it's Miami and we've been there every other week. So it's like we have a literal array of things to offer.
Every other week is wild.
Like all types of experiences. But our most recent trip, I would say, was probably some of the best dining experiences I had.
I can agree with that.
But outside of that, I always go to 𝗵𝗏𝗃𝗃's.
And I still have not been there. What's wrong with me?
I always go to 𝗵𝗏𝗃𝗃's. Go big or go home menu.
Been to 𝗵𝗏𝗃𝗃's, and if I'm tripping. Because I'm mad at this point. I need to book an overnight flight.
I'll go with you. Like, I go with other people to get the experience because it's one of those things that you have to experience while you're in Miami. So I've been like 3 times with different people. Yeah. Because it's one of those restaurants I think that you should experience if you're going to Miami, especially if you don't frequent Miami. But it's not like, oh my God, to die for. I will say the experience is well worth it. The food is average, maybe a little above average. Okay. The drinks are amazing. Going to get drunk. But the experience and the displays are worth it. Like, there's no other dining experience like this. That's this big and gaudy and flashy and like I like stuff like that. Yeah, so.
But it's an experience. Like we're talking about dining experiences. Yes. This is absolutely going to give you that.
Exactly, and I'm sure y'all all seen that big $100 bill with like the gold chocolate bars. Yeah. So that's 𝗵𝗏𝗃𝗃's. Very gaudy,
I gotta get
but
there.
fun.
I gotta get there. Yeah.
It's cute for like a birthday dinner or something. Like it's cute.
I just like to go places.
Yeah, we'll go. We'll go. I think you'll like it, but then I feel like you'll also be like, I could have not been here.
I like extra. You think so?
We're gonna see. We'll taste the come.
Stay tuned, guys.
Because they got like popcorn shrimp. Like it's not like
in a popcorn machine.
In a popcorn machine, exactly.
I've seen it on
so
TikTok.
it is very, very cute.
Can I squeeze an overnight trip in this week? I don't know. I gotta figure it out.
Yeah, it's very cute and well worth it. Like if you're like an Instagrammable, like I'm gonna make us a real type of person.
Yeah, it's giving you the content.
It's well worth it. And again, they have that go big or go home menu, which is I think at this point, I've been in these places so many times, they just keep upping the price. I think at this point, it might be $100 per person. Okay. It was like $80 once upon a time, $90. But I think right now for like 3 courses, it's $100.
Which is not bad.
Not bad, especially when you get the whole big show with this. It's worth it. Like you're paying for the experience a lot of the time.
Go back and listen to our full Miami episode because we definitely showed you how to ball in Miami on a budget.
Yeah, period.
Keep all your experiences to $100 or less.
And that's most of these that we're speaking on. Most of these experiences are cost efficient.
Yes, very much so. Yeah. They bomb, but you don't gotta spend a bag.
Yes,
which we love. What else in Miami? I'm trying to think.
Speaking of not spending a bag, 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃 Mansion.
You know? Yes.
Y'all know I love 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃 Mansion.
Yes.
And it's a full experience. Obviously, you're dining inside the 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃 Mansion.
Right. So that's that part.
That's like paying admission. Like, you know, like it's kind of a museum.
It is a museum. And you can walk around and, you know, experience it a little bit. And we also found out that it's a hotel as well.
Yep,
so
you
people
can
are
stay
staying
there. Yep.
In addition to its restaurant that, if you don't know, has that recognizable world famous pool,
gorgeous pool
aesthetic right in the restaurant. You have to get a photo, and obviously I personally think it's better in the daytime. But also that lunch menu in the daytime.
Yes, that is the one.
That is the one, and not the 2.
Not the 2. That's the one.
So you're getting the experience of the 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃 Mansion, but you're getting it for the low.
On a budget. Yes.
Those 3 courses with, you know, additional cocktails if you'd like. Or the last time we were there, they had bottle specials. So we were able to get a bottle of 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃 for the low. And we did the 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃 Mansion.
What was it? $40 for lunch? $40 per person?
39.
3 courses? Yeah.
So we did it all under $100.
So yeah, I mean, obviously dinner is good there, but I've experienced dinner there and I would suggest lunch. Not only because of the price difference, but because everyone kind of goes for dinner. And it becomes a bit overwhelming when it comes to, if you're going specifically for content, you'll find yourself a bit overwhelmed with the evening rush.
And now something, I guess, I don't know. it's not necessarily like dining experiences, if you will, but it's just a unique way to experience food in Miami. The like Wynwood area, where they do like, I know I'm like, I like what they do, like the food trucks out there. You can kind of just like go to truck to truck. You can bar hop. And I feel like that's another cool experience in itself.
Exactly, because Miami's high.
Yeah.
Like, if you're in, like, South Beach, that area, and downtown Miami as well, but South Beach specifically, the food is below average, and the prices are giving 5-star steakhouse. And it's like, why am I paying $50 to have, you know, pasta that came out of a jar or whatever? Like, you know, like, it's just like whatever.
Yeah.
Edible, yes. Worth the price, I would not say so. So I think if you go into that Wynwood area, you're able to kind of touch with some of the locals, those food trucks, those local owned businesses, but also the price point changes.
Yes,
even with the restaurants, the price points change
significantly. Yeah. I mean, we can go on and on about Miami. There's obviously so many restaurants and so many dining experiences, but go back and watch our Miami episode so we don't take this one over.
Yeah, exactly. And quick, this wasn't on the list, but I just want to mention it. Las Vegas. If we're talking domestically, Las Vegas is a food city.
Absolutely. And so many of the famous chefs have their own
restaurants. Those those people that really know how to cook. Those people that have been really on those cooking shows, and like those real chefs that have, like you said, that have worked with those Michelin star restaurants or have, you know, led major restaurants. They go open their own, and it could be like a little small breakfast or brunch spot, or it could be as big as like a Beauty and Essex, which is in Las Vegas, but the chef is based out of New York, and I believe they have a New York location. But yeah, Las Vegas has an array of like those top restaurants. Like if you're talking Carbone, Catch,
they're all there.
All of them, all of the big names that are across the USA, they are in Las Vegas in one of those casino resorts. So that is definitely a place I would suggest if you're trying to hit a couple different food spots. Vegas. And I got a Vegas itinerary. I'll plug it in.
Period. Period. See the show notes. Oh, dang, man. Now I just want to go on a food tour.
Yeah. Now I'm hungry. I was already hungry.
Now I'm like, I just want to hop.
Nothing can compare to these, though. I'm like, I need to go to Paris now.
Exactly. And go eat in the Eiffel. Like, what? Let me go look at flights real quick.
What time is it?
I love it. All right. What would you say was your favorite dining experience around the globe?
That is a tough one. I would say food and experience-wise, because if we're just talking food, I'm going to go to those locals in Italy. But food and experience-wise, I would say Rosa Negra.
Okay.
Because out of all of the different restaurants I've tried in Mexico, that food was the best. Like, it was so unique. We had, like, this squid-based dish. Like, it was a lot of different unique dishes on top of it being a heck of an experience. Fireworks, sparklers, dancers, like amazing. So Rosa Negra for me.
Yeah, I think Harry's for me. I wanted it to not be both Mexico, but here we are.
Y'all know. Come on.
Here we are. Harry's does not disappoint.
At all.
And I went to both locations. I went to the Playa del Carmen location first, and then Jasmine and I went to the Cancun location. My God, like,
so good.
Food, ambiance, aesthetic, vibes, food.
Cotton candy, the cotton candy.
Hookah, like everything you need.
Yes. I forgot they had hookah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like premium. Like it was like ice.
It had a cocktail. It was a cocktail-based hookah. Yeah, they snap.
Oh my gosh, Harry's, I love you.
Yeah, Harry's is the one.
The one. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So yeah, Mexico
is
wins.
the one. Yeah, Mexico wins this time. But let us know what's your favorite dining experience that you've had thus far, whether domestically or internationally, and why.
Yes, because we know This is just a couple destinations, but there are tons of destinations around the globe with tons of great food to experience. So we want to know, so that way we can put it on our list.
Exactly.
And of course, if you desire to travel the globe for any dining experience that you've heard today, or just ones that you've seen on Instagram, TikTok, and so forth, then you already know Jasmine and I are both a part of Travel Goddess International, which is a full-service travel agency that can assist with bringing your next unforgettable global dining experience to life.
Absolutely. So again, if you're willing to fly for food, or if you're just looking to take a quick trip, we're your girls. So check out Travel Goddess International, intl.com.
Period. And with that being said, perfect segue into the traveling travel agent.
Yes.
AKA our travel deal of the week, because of course, guys, clearly we be outside.
As you can see.
But we want you to be outside. So we like to feature some deals that will help you get your butt off that couch and in the plane.
Period.
So our travel deal of the week.
We can't get enough.
I only did it because we featured some of their dining restaurants today.
Exactly.
But then additionally, I did it because when you hear this price, how can't you?
Yeah, you snapped.
How can't you? All right, guys. So we're going 4 days, 3 nights back to Miami, but stay with me. Early October, nonstop flights via Spirit from PHL, staying at the 4-star hotel, Clinton Hotel South Beach, which if you listen to our Miami episode, you know that's where Jasmine and I stayed. We vouch for it. It's cool. All of that for, I don't even know how I'm saying this.
Yeah.
$179 per person.
That's crazy.
Yeah, let that sit in there. Let's sink in. $179 per person for 4 days and 3 nights at a 4-star hotel with your flights. This is not
stop flights.
What?
Yeah.
Y'all. I don't understand, and I don't even try to understand anymore. Oh, the dates are over Columbus Day weekend. If y'all still celebrate that, I don't know. But if you still get off for that, that's why I'm mentioning it, because people still get their day off. So you don't gotta use all your vacation time. Holiday weekends do still exist. This is crazy, y'all.
No, $179. Anything under $200, I'm booking. So I'm gonna look at it later.
Exactly.
Check my calendar.
Because,
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all. So y'all already know we have 2 types of travel deals. So this one is a part of our premium exclusive travel deal offering. So of course, you do have to be a premium member to access this particular travel deal. But for $9 a month, can you beat that? Come on now. You spend $9 at the coffee shop. Stop playing. $179 for a whole trip to Miami.
Yeah. Well worth it.
Well worth it. We'll drop the link for the membership in the show notes. And y'all go to Miami for $179.
Please go to Miami for come on. Like,
stop playing.
We just told y'all where to eat. Y'all know I got Miami itineraries. Like, just $180.
What we talking about?
See y'all in Miami.
Period. At brunch, because y'all already know.
Period. Y'all know we going to brunch.
It's time to get brunchy, because the brunches in Miami pop.
Real bad. Yeah, Miami's just lit all day. So this week's brunch abroad, we are heading to DC.
Yes.
This brunch was so lit.
Jasmine.
Yo, Park on 14th. This brunch is so lit. So the restaurant, it's obviously a DJ going. It's DC. Y'all know how DC do brunch. So it's a DJ going. What is unique about their brunch is it's a bottomless brunch. It's like a brunch buffet style.
Okay.
But I believe since COVID, they changed the structure of it. So instead of it being like a legit buffet, they bring you all of the items.
Okay.
So they got salmon and grits, French toast, chicken, waffles, all different types of things. And they'll literally bring you out a plate with everything on it. Mac and cheese, jerk chicken, just a platter with everything on it. And then whatever you want, bring it back.
Yes.
You want more of this, you want more of that, they'll bring it out on small plates. So like whatever you request that you love off of that, you want an extra order of French toast, you want an extra order of jerk wings, you want an extra order of mac and cheese, collard greens, whatever you want, They bring it out. All you could eat, all you could drink.
What? I got to get to DC because I feel like I haven't been to DC in months. This is like terrible.
I love DC.
Oh no,
that's because I love brunch. So like DC is the brunch capital.
They
so
do it very well.
I love DC for that. It's right around the corner.
Yep,
and it's a guaranteed turn brunch.
Yes.
So Park on 14. Check them out, y'all.
I will be there.
Yeah,
I'm getting the tea too from Jasmine's Brunch Abroad, y'all. I don't even be knowing until I know. I'm like, oh, that's on my list now too.
Yes, that's a good one.
And of course, comment below if you guys have gone to any of Jasmine's Brunch Abroad suggestions because we need the tea.
Yes, let me know. Tag me in pics.
Tag us. Let us know you found us on 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 because this fall schedule is looking real tight.
Not mine's.
Yours open? Yours okay?
My fall schedule is
your summer
wide
schedule
open.
was intense. Yes. Mine was not. I chilled.
I'm like, all right. And I want to build my fall schedule up, but I'm like, I just need to catch a breath. Like, because I'm like, between the summer, my birthday, Beyonce, like, I have no energy.
Just so you guys know, if you are true @𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, you will find a way to put Beyonce into everything.
Oh, yeah. Beyonce took a lot of my energy this summer.
She just... Beyonce, like, nevertheless, last but not least, question of the day, Jazz. So, I thought this was a good one. We're going to see how you feel and what you think.
Good one.
Question of the day: ocean view room without a balcony, or no view room with a balcony. How important is the balcony to you? How important is the view to you?
That is tough.
I know.
I think I'm going to go with the latter, no view and balcony, because I really enjoy the balcony space, like waking up early, having my coffee, getting some work done on the balcony.
That's fair.
And just that fresh air, because sometimes depending on where it's at, if it's somewhere like where it's hot, the room could be like freezing cold, and I just need to step out for a second. So the balcony really adds value for me. Dang.
I know, right?
Gotta give up the view.
I think I'm going to choose the view. I'm going to choose the view. Yeah. I'll just look at it from the bed. Yeah. I don't have a balcony, but there's some type of peace at just staring at the ocean. And, maybe there's just a beautiful white sand beach that's attached to it, or a pink sand or black sand, whatever. And the palm trees are around, and you're just like, in that moment for that moment.
Yeah.
I can't get enough of that. And if I have to sacrifice my balcony, even though I don't want to,
I need both.
I need both. That's why it was a good question of the day.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know you need both.
Yeah, I need both.
I know you do. So it's like
I really don't want to see those people. Like, because it's like I'm on a balcony and I'm like hearing everybody, because I'm like in the inside looking down at paths. Whatever.
I know.
At least I get my fresh air.
One gotta go.
Yeah.
So what did you guys choose? Like, would you rather the balcony or would you rather the ocean view? Comment below. Let us know your thoughts.
I need that balcony,
y'all. You do. Like, you literally do take advantage of it.
I be on the balcony. I be on
every now and again. It ain't that deep.
Yeah. I need that. Let us know.
I love that for us. We have a great balance.
Yes. It's so funny. It's like we're either like super in sync or polar opposites.
With that being said, I guess that's our episode.
Yes.
Okay.
So let us know about your dining experiences across the globe. Where have you been? What's your favorite? Why?
Also, just let us know, because I want some tea too. Like, I know we're here to give y'all the tea, but it's a two-way street. Yeah. Like, let us know where we should go to. So drop it in the comments, and then we can add it to our list as well.
Absolutely.
And of course, please continue to to subscribe, of course, to share. We really appreciate the shares. It continues to get Travel Fly Sexy out there to other people, and that's what we're here for, to grow the platform.
Absolutely. And be sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, subscribe on YouTube, Travel Fly Sexy, very simple. And if you have any questions or any topics you want us to touch base on, please email us at info@travelflysexy.com.
And then last but not least, of course, if you have a product or service that you would like to see featured on an upcoming episode of 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗏𝗃𝗀, please reach out to us via email, also at info@𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗃.com, so that we can discuss what that looks like.
Exactly.
Oh, I love it here.
Yes, we love y'all. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗏𝗃𝗀.
Episode 19.
Yeah.
So next John,
20. Oh my God.
we in the 20-piece nugget.
Period.
We'll see what we'll do for 20. Stay tuned, guys.
Yes.
Until next time, bye.